Over the course of a couple of years, I've been drifting for quite some time. Actually, I learned it through my friend Julian, who's the best driver I know. He's taught me a lot since we first met, and I learned a lot through him. But me? I'd say I'm okay at it. I don't spin out all the time, but I haven't really held on to one car long enough to get used to it. I have this tendency to buy a car, take it to events on and off, and then life happens. But this year will be different. My goal is to push myself and continue to be the best driver I can be. This is my noble steed, Nissan 350Z. It used to be a show car at some point and had a lot of work done before I got my greasy hands on it, but it's treated me well over the past few years. When I was at one of the biggest drift events in NorCal in 2024, I had so much fun, made lots of memories, and when I was driving 7 hours back home, I had an idea. What if I spent a whole year pushing myself, my car, and maybe my wallet to the limit? The plan is to go to as many drift events as possible and get as much seat time as I possibly can. This video will be documenting all of my ups and my downs throughout 2025. But before I can go to any events, I needed to get the car sorted out first. It had a grocery list of things needed, starting with mild exhaust, subframe collars, diff bushing, fat axle, underbody brace, oil cooler, power steering cooler, but I didn't want to do any of that yet. So I got ready for a car show instead. The show was cool, and I didn't realize how many Atashas were here in SoCal, but it was time to lock in. The first drift event was in 1 month, so I really had to get to it. I really wanted to drive Horse Thief at Willow Springs and really improve from the last time I was there years ago. Now, my idiot self naively thought, this list doesn't look that bad. What could possibly go wrong? This is probably a good time to mention when I used to work on cars with my buddy Julian, he always pointed me in the right direction. And if I couldn't figure something out, he would lend a helping hand, aka he would do it while I watched him.
Get a new car.
But now that I live 7 hours away, I don't have that support aside from a FaceTime call. So I had to do everything by myself. I started off by dropping the exhaust. Pretty simple, right? That is dirty. After fixing my axles, subframe collars, and diff bushings, everything seemed to be going smoothly until...
Alright, Joe, it's James, Quantum Mechanic. We're helping out a customer, actually a subscriber here, with this drift car, tapping some bolts.
Not only did I cross-thread one, but two of the bolt holes. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to impact both the holes, hoping it would go in, but at least I was able to move on to the rest of the work the car needed. And just one day before the event, the car was ready. All I needed to do was start the car and make the 2-hour drive to Willow Springs. At first, I didn't feel much, but then I started to think about the last time I was here many years ago. All the dirt drops, scrapes, you could tell I had no clue what I was doing. For this event, I wanted to get used to this hydro e-brake I installed. Never used the handbrake, but all I know is that it helps lock the rear wheels and extend your drift. Back then, mine didn't work, but this time around, it was different and I was nervous. Will I finally link the track for the first time, or will I fail? There was only one way to find out.
before you feel it. Can you feel it? When they play, I get it. Working in my oh, give me my get it.
I finally redeemed myself and I couldn't be more stoked. After a couple of tries, I feel like I got a good hang of it and I think I leveled up my driving by a lot. There were a couple stressful nights involved just so I can make it to this event. And after a successful day like that, I felt like it was time to treat myself to some new era. By the way, if you're wondering why my bumper was off, yeah, I fixed it though. Anyway, the next event is going to be at Apple Valley Speedway, the Clam Slammers. Sick. My to-do list wasn't that crazy aside from an alignment and an oil change. I also went ahead and added some final touches and headed over to Apple Valley Speedway. Start, I was having a blast, and then I slowly started to notice some things. One thing that I saw was the car kept getting hot after a few laps. I did do a few cooldown laps, but then the needle kept rising. Another thing that I slowly realized was the car didn't have as much power as it used to when I first got it. I had to keep clutch kicking over and over and over and over again, and the revs kept staying low. And then the last thing was the smoke coming out of the exhaust. Something wasn't right, and I had to take the car home and investigate. But of course, the car overheated on the way back. Turns out the cap on the swirl pot wasn't tight enough, and thanks to my friend KJ, he ran to the store, got coolant for me, and we got home safely. Shout out to KJ. I talked to Julian, and he said the engine sounded tired, and I should do a compression test to confirm more things. I got the results are in.
Oh, dang. It's pretty bad.
It looks like Julian was right, and the compression numbers confirmed that the engine was tired and needed to be replaced. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of bummed in the moment, but I've been beating on this poor car for the past few years and it was bound to happen. But at the end of the day, that's drifting and it's just part of the game that we play.
Good morning, what a beautiful Tuesday. So another day, another engine swap. So this one, I guess we got an engine from JDM already, so we're going to put everything all back together.
And before I knew it, the car had a new heart in a little under 4 days.
Reach for my neck, you'll get turned into an example.
My next drift event was Speed Metal, an annual event held by Terra Crew with 2 days of drifting and some other events. For this one, I was pretty excited to shake down the car and see how it would hold up.
It's happier.
The new engine felt like the car had all of its power back once again, and it felt pretty obvious too. In hindsight, I could have easily been clutch kicking a lot more, but maybe it was for the better since I was breaking in a fresh clutch anyway. After a successful day, I sent over the footage to Julian and he gave me some tips. For starters, my feint entries needed work. He mentioned one hand should not be higher than the other as it can lead to inconsistencies. I watched a few videos and noticed the difference instantly, so it looked like I had some homework to brush up on. After all, my next event was at Apple Valley again, and knowing how to do a feint entry is pretty important to have dialed in, since I planned on turning it up a notch. For this event, I went alone so I didn't really film that much, so when I was ready, I got on the track and took the car out for a few laps. I'm gonna be honest and admit I was a little scared. Luckily for me, I was able to meet some locals at the track and they invited me to tandem with them. I don't have much experience doing tandems, but Joey was chill about it, so I just kept my distance.
Yeah.
So the first few laps were okay, but what I also started noticing is the car made a weird noise when I was turning full lock. It kind of felt like some weird vibration. It was hard to explain. After the car got toasty from the heat, I pulled off into the pits to investigate. My wheel was rubbing on this block thing, so I needed to think of a solution. I started with putting the black wheels up in the front and took the car back out. I went in with the idea of spacing the wheel away from the block. This time, Eric, one of the other people I met at the track, let me tag along in tandem with him as well. During my practice doing feints, I could see myself getting better and better each time. It let me know I could do it, so all I had to do was just keep trying. As you can see in the clips, the car doesn't seem to like the black wheels either. On top of the heat getting to a lot of the other cars at the track, I started scratching my head on how to fix the car. At this point, I figured out I could remove the wheel spacers and it would clear the block, and I decided to run like that for the rest of the day. It was time the old Z needed some upgrades. I started off with getting a new diff that came out of a manual G37 off of Facebook Marketplace. Then I started opening it up to get it welded. I also needed to find someone that could weld, and a familiar face was able to do it for me. And after installing the diff, it was time to move on to the fun stuff.
Yeah, eat up, man, eat up. Yeah.
Going to this event, I was feeling confident and I was ready to kick it up a notch. After we were done doing the parade lap, I was ready to start practicing the high-speed entry. The car was indeed not good.
It's on your steering. Should we go check it out? Yeah. Oh, my side skirt. Oh shit, hold that up right now? Yeah. Oh man. You got it, bro. Yeah. No. It's all good. Good? Yeah. You right back?
Aside from the alignment feeling a little bit off, the damage itself could have been a lot worse.
That's not good.
Finishing up the track day, I was taking a good look at the car and decided it was time for a refresh, leading me to peel the wrap off and start off on a new blank slate. I was pretty excited to drive Horse Thief again until... yeah, the car ended up breaking down.
Alright, so this is 350Z DE, the one that was misfiring really bad. Had the leaking injector, we swapped out the injector.
What do you mean a fuel injector got stuck open? Whatever, I got it fixed. It was also time to get some final touches ready for the last drift event of the year, Winter Jam.
Anybody that wanna get steam, don't wanna get nice and light, light it up the fly, light it up the fly, yeah, light it up the fly, light it up the fly, you can't be that guy, you can't be that guy, light it up the fly, light it up the fly.
Last year, the car wasn't exactly as perfect as I wanted it to be, but this year was a test to see if there was actually any progress from all the driving I've been doing all year. Drifting in the rain is not something I'm good at whatsoever, so I at least wanted to give the car a shakedown on the skid pad before going to any of the main tracks. I think I forgot how to drive.
Scary. See my spin out? Yeah. Dude, that was scary. It's all good. Hell yeah.
It took a little bit of time to warm up, but once I got comfortable, I decided to try out some of the other tracks. So far so good, just a little mud here and there, but overall the car seemed to be doing okay. It was finally time to see if I could drive Summer Jam, a track layout that I haven't been able to link for over 5+ years. This was a huge test for me, as the trick to linking it is all about committing to the line. I was a little scared.
I'm scared, dog.
Maybe more than a little, but the moment of truth was upon me. Can I really do it, or was a year of drifting pointless? There's only one way to actually find out. Finally did it after so long. I couldn't even believe it. Not gonna lie, I was pretty proud of myself. Going into day 2, I drove with confidence, starting off with turn 7 in the pouring rain. Then I had the funny idea of trying Summer Jam again and got humbled immediately. You live and learn, I guess. After all this talking about Julian, saying he's the best driver I know, you're probably wondering how good he actually is. Knowing he hasn't drifted in 5 years, I tossed him the keys and, well, I'll let you guys decide.
Got it!
Now, what did I actually learn putting myself through all of this? Aside from how drifting almost made me bankrupt, I've come to realize it's more than just a hobby. It's not about how good of a driver you are, but it's about the people you're surrounded by. I started this video with only the intention of getting good, but then I realized I missed the whole point. The community, the memories, and yes, sometimes the crashes, all of those make drifting fun. The old Z might be going in hibernation for a little bit while I recover, but I'm sure the next time I'm out there at the track, it'll be a blast. It's gonna sound really cheesy, but I just want to thank you guys for watching until the end of this video and letting me share my story with you guys. Thank you.